What's going on, YouTube? Today, we're going to talk about the 5 rules for successful stock picking. Now, everyone has different level of investigation, different level of financial situation, and everyone has different rules and regulations that they have for picking their stocks. These are the 5 rules that I go by, and that helps me do my performance well on my stocks or my dividend portfolio. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not a finance expert. I just spend a lot of time looking at finances. And this is the 5 rules for successful stock investing as I outlined. Now, not everyone's going to have the same rules. These are just the ones I use. And I recommend you use them so you can do your due diligence and research, because not everyone knows how to pick stocks. They sometimes go on internet, and at the end of the day, you have to do your due diligence, and I want you to be successful. Now, the first rule I tell everyone is do your homework. Do not buy a stock if you don't know who they are. Do not buy a stock just because it's on the memes or online. So before you buy any stocks, understand the business thoroughly. Its financial statement, the industrial position, competitor, the risk. That includes reading annual reports. Yes, you have to read. Analyzing past performance and verifying claims rather than relying on tips. At the end of the day, you have to do your homework and understand what they are, if they're financially good, and if they're going to be around next 10 years. That's the first rule. The second rule, find economic moats. What does that mean? You find a company with a durability and competitive advantage. So at the end of the day, it can withstand the time, such as strong branding power, cost advantage, network efficiency, or high switching cost that protects long-term profitability, like switching from T-Mobile to AT&T or switching around your credit cards. You want to find the best one out there that matches your criteria. So one thing I make sure is, will they be around next 10 years? And that's what I do. And if they're not going to be around next 10 years, I don't buy them because I'm investing in the company. Remember, you're buying a piece of ownership of a stock or a company, and this is where you have to be at. It's not gambling. It's not you buy now, sell later. It's you buy now and hope it for the long term. Number 3, having a margin of safety. Only investing when stock prices significantly below your estimate is a intrinsic value. What value do you put this company at? And the thing is, I even have a buffer margin to protect from the error of my judgment. So I give you an example. Colgate. I believe they're a great company. They're going to be around 10 years, but their stock prices are still dropping. Now, I put $500 in it, and if I see they continue to drop and it hits $300, then I'm sit there and say, should I still hold it? I already lost $200. Should I invest in another company that gives me a better return? So that's my margin of safety. I invest so much in there, and then I'll watch it. And if it starts dropping and it's not returning, I just cut my loss and sell it. And that's just margin of safety. You have to understand, not all your picks are going to be 100%. So you have to do a margin of safety. I normally do 40%, 30%, because the stock does fluctuate. But once it hits 50% of what I invested, unless it's a great company that I believe that's going to be returning, I most likely cut my losses. And this is what you have to set in. Use margin of safety for your own portfolio. And it's the best thing you can do for one of your portfolio. I do it. I know a lot of popular investors do it. So this is one thing I recommend. Number 4, hold for the long haul. Successful investor requires patient and long-term holding. That allows it to grow and reduce your impact of short-term volatility and market noise. Because the market goes up and down day to day. They make money off of it. People day trade. And at the end of the day, stocks in the long term grows if you pick a good company. That's what you have to understand. You are investing in long term, you're not a short term. Now, you can do day trading, which is a different criteria, different rules, but I'm talking about investing for your retirement or investing for a long term situation. If you're a day trader, hey, this rule might not apply to you. Number 5 is know when to sell. So at the end of the day, sell when a company fundamental deteriorates, when it becomes significant overvalue, or when the original investment no longer holding your thesis or holding what you believe in. So avoid the emotional or impulse selling at the end of the day, but know when to sell. Like I do a stop loss. Man, I was hoping Colgate, and I'm using Colgate because this is one of the stocks I bought, and it's going down. It's down like 15%. I'm okay with 15%, but if it gets to 30, 40%, and I see it hit that at the end of the year, I might have to sell them and just take my loss on that and invest something else that will get me a return. So at the end of the day, that is the 5 core principles that I use. Now, these rules form a discipline framework. They're not for everyone. Everyone has different ways to analyze a stock, like emphasizing the research, the valuation, competitive advantage, patience, and all other things that they look at. So at the end of the day, everyone has to build their portfolio their way and their sets of rules. But this is my 5 rules that I use for picking stocks. Hopefully you do the same. Like and subscribe, and maybe this helps you out.